I already checked out Sonic the Hedgehog's movie, so this was a natural progression. Ah, Super Mario. Hero of the Mushroom Kingdom and plumber extraordinaire. Once the series was known as the Super Mario Brothers and he had a brother named Luigi. Do you remember that? Well, when they were at the most popular there was also a movie. A rather infamous movie, commonly cited amongst the worst of video game adaptations. In 1993, excited kids around the world queued up to see the Super Mario Brothers movie, expecting plumbers fighting a giant tortoise king with smiling clouds and fire flowers. What we got though could never be unseen. The plot to the Super Mario Brothers game isn't exactly something you expect to translate well to the big screen though. 2 dudes, 1 woman, tortoise, and a load of castles filled with mushrooms that are sorry.
A long, long time ago, the Earth was ruled by dinosaurs. They were big, so not a lot of people went around hassling them. Actually, no people went around hassling them because there weren't any people yet. Just the first tiny mammals. Basically, life was good.
You know, it just don't get no better than this.
Yeah.
Was that Dan Castellaneta? Oh, that was a bad idea. So now we meet Mario, played by Bob Hoskins, and Luigi, played by John Leguizamo. Mario sounds like how Hoskins did Eddie Valiant in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is kind of annoying because you don't really want to think about a significantly better film when you're trying to watch one as bad as this. And John is, well, he's John. He's more John than he was in Spawn, anyway. Neither of them particularly make me think Mario or Luigi, though. There's this vast age gap as well between the brothers, which could be upwards of 20 years. I don't remember them looking that different in the games. Anyways, they're being driven out of their plumbing business by Scapelli, an Italian-American contractor who appears more like a mafioso than he really should. I'll let them explain, though.
I don't know, Mario. Just trust me. I got a good feeling about this alleyway. I don't know. What? My instincts tell me this will be faster. Come on, breathe in, big brother. We'll get there.
Luigi!
Faster what I tell you, huh?
It's a miracle we made it alive.
I thought you didn't believe in miracles, Mr. Tough Guy, huh?
Scapelli. They beat us to it again. Another lost job.
One of Brooklyn's largest construction projects has been ordered shut down as university students continue their search for dinosaur bones.
Scapelli is introduced alongside Daisy, the second princess from the games, but here she's an archaeologist that's trying to dig for dinosaur bones. She gets rather creepily threatened by this douchebag. Then Luigi meets her and falls inescapably in love with her.
I know I just met you, princess, but I love you so much.
They then go on a date, and they witness Scapelli sabotaging the dig site by leaving the tap on. They go get Mario and fix it, but then they're rendered unconscious by 2 punks, and Daisy is kidnapped. These guys, believe it or not, are Spike and Iggy, 2 of the Koopa kids from Super Mario Bros. 3 and World. Really? You're gonna go with that look for what's supposed to be tortoise things? I know you want this movie to end, but I'm sorry, we're only 20 minutes in.
Daisy, where are you? Daisy! Answer me, Daisy, where are you? Come on this way.
What is this, Luigi's Mansion?
Mario. Mario.
Eventually they wind up in a parallel world, ruled by dinosaurs. No, I'm not shitting you, dinosaurs. Like Homer Simpson told you in the badly animated introduction. Who should rule this dystopian world from his Manhattan base found in a partially destroyed World Trade Center? But Bowser, the king of the Koopa. Or just King Koopa here. Played by the late Dennis Hopper. Wow, this movie wants to kill so many careers here. The first thing you'll notice about Koopa is that he's also human-like in appearance. The excuse for all of this is that the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs didn't really kill them. Instead, it just blasted them into their own universe where they evolved into a human-like species with the same level of intelligence and strength. Instead of throwing hammers, spitting fire, riding in a clown car, and roaring incoherently, this Bowser likes to order pizzas while holding the mammal and saying stupid things while sounding like Dr. Evil. He's supposed to have descended from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Anyway, some plot exposition if you can handle it. It turns out that Daisy is the princess of this world, which means that this place must be Ceresaland. But when Koopa overthrew the king, she was taken by her mother through the portal and handed over for adoption. She held a piece of the meteorite that Koopa now needs to merge the two separate worlds together. Yeah, that's the big plan. Obtain rock, rule merged world. Koopa has a machine that he uses to devolve people into what he calls Goombas, but I call fail. These are Goombas, these ain't. Don't worry, they ruined Bob-ombs, Bullet Bills, and Yoshi for you too. Yoshi looks like a reject from Jurassic Park, and he exists only to give the princess something to do while she's being blue-screened into Bowser's lair.
I will kill the princess if you don't give me $1 million and a meteorite.
Mario, Luigi, Iggy and Spike go to look for the meteorite, which is in the possession of a fat woman, whom Mario attempts to seduce, but she's having none of it. Perhaps if he'd spoken to her with his British accent, he would have had more luck. Meanwhile, Koopa monologues to the real king of this dump, who is a pile of fungus hanging from the ceiling. Is this it? Is this their thinly veiled reference to the Mushroom Kingdom? Is this supposed to be the Mushroom Kingdom? Then Mario and Luigi don their equipment that imbues them with the powers that we know from the games. Huge monstrosities are strapped to their feet so that they can jump real good, and they carry flamethrowers because I guess they couldn't find any flowers. They also put on their coloured duds for the rest of the film. Yep. It took over an hour for Mario and Luigi to wear Mario and Luigi's clothes. Granted, they looked dumb as hell, but still, they were dumb as hell for trying to make a Mario movie. After Daisy is introduced to Daddy Dearest, they do some comic relief where Mario's too scared to jump, and well, that's just stupid. It's all redundant though, because eventually, through a series of unimportant characters, Koopa gets the meteorite rock anyway. He then starts the world merger and Mario Brothers fight him. Mario uses a Bob-omb, which turns out to be the stupidest weapon he could have picked and far less threatening than they are in the games. Why was he so scared? Was he just going to stand there and let that thing slowly walk up to him? Meanwhile, Luigi sends a bunch of girls he rescued, because he's a pimp in this movie, back through the portal to warn the world that it will soon be attacked by dinosaurs. Yeah, they're totally going to believe that. It's 1993. They'll probably just think it's an advertisement for Jurassic Park. How I wish I was watching Jurassic Park instead of this shit. So, Mario and Koopa's worlds start to merge and,
Alright. Come on. Come and get it.
now Koopa's in Brooklyn. He attempts to devolve Mario with his super scope, but hits that other villain everyone had forgotten about.
Give me that Devo gun! I'm all blood. Monkey!
No, that's a chimpanzee. They're apes, not monkeys. The words aren't interchangeable like media seems to think they are. If Koopa is gonna come to our world and trying to take over, devolve us and stuff, then at least read Wikipedia first. So Daisy messes with the meteorite since apparently she's the only one who can, and Koopa and Mario are brought back to Koopa's world, where we see that Mario's Bob-omb is still active. Now if Mario intended to hit Koopa with this, who was stood mere feet away from him, he seriously must have set the fuse wrong since it's travelled more than it should have. Was he aiming for someone in Australia? Everything comes together when Mario and Luigi team up to devolve Koopa with a gun they obtained from a friendly musician turned Goomba named Toad, and the Bob-omb approaches Koopa under the catwalk below. After some cheesy lines, Koopa is turned into goo and the brothers are victorious. Luigi and Daisy admit that they love each other, but Daisy says she has to stay to help rebuild the world along with her new restored father. That's it then, no tail for Luigi. While Luigi mopes, Mario has his girlfriend move in. That's just taking the piss. Who's the daddy bitch? Then Daisy arrives to set up a sequel. No, 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 no. But thankfully that's not going to happen because even the kids knew this movie sucked balls. If you have a choice and respect the Mario series, don't see it. It doesn't relate to the games at all and perverts what it does borrow from the series. Mario games were never narrative rich. The premise was that you rescue a princess, nothing more, nothing less. Sure, now he goes to space and all that jazz, but the premise is exactly the same. Making a movie out of these characters is pretty dumb because they just don't have much character beyond having a silly voice. The movie also takes the Super Mario Bros. Name literally, and refers to the characters as Mario Mario and Luigi Mario. I mean, what kind of sick parents, even if their surname was Mario, would name their kid Mario Mario?